Gillian, right? I feel like you've taken the long route to get here to the title shot. So I guess now that we're only a couple days removed from or ahead of your first title defense or title fight here in the UFC, I guess how's camp been? How's life been? What are the emotions?
I actually have the longest route out of any female to a title fight. So this will be my 21st fight with the UFC. And this camp it went absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, one of my best. I feel like I'm more confident than ever, and I'm just ready for this opportunity.
Do you think that, I mean, like when Merab was doing this and when Charles Oliveira was on these runs too, where it took them so many wins to get the title shot, they got that fan support behind them because, like, when is it their turn? Have you felt that from the fans too? Because after Mackenzie's last win, everyone was saying Tatiana, everyone was saying Weili, and then there was like this kind of slow surge in your name after your performances. Have you felt kind of the fans getting behind you?
I guess a little bit yes and no. I felt a lot of the Canadian fans getting behind me. I will say 100%. Canada has been in full support.
And breaking down Mackenzie, obviously everyone is going to say grappling versus grappling, but on the countdown you said, she's going to have kind of the traditional jiu-jitsu approach, and I'm the MMA grappler. So I guess when you break down Mackenzie's skill set, I guess, are you impressed? What do you make of her skill set?
I mean, I don't want to diminish anything. I feel like she is she has really good Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's just this is MMA. So I think that's where I'm going to be able to shine. I think that she's going to bring a lot of fight, but it's going to wear out in the later rounds, and that's where I'm going to shine.
Historically, when we see two high-level grapplers, I'm sure you've seen it, it kind of turns into a striking matchup because they cancel each other out. So I guess everyone knows her skills on the ground, but what do you make of her striking? Because this is an MMA fight after all, and the fight does start standing.
I feel like her striking is aggressive. She's very defensively open for my strikes as well, though, but she's definitely going to come at me and throw everything she's got.
And I saw an interview where you said you don't think she likes you. And I asked Mackenzie Dern that yesterday, and she's like, I've never even met her. I don't know where this is coming from. So do you actually think that she doesn't like you, or is this something you have to build in your head to kind of maybe...
She was making comments like all through the camp about how she doesn't know me, she doesn't think my jiu-jitsu is good and all this stuff. And now she's like, oh, no, I don't. It's not anything. It's not that I don't like her. I'm like, why are we trying to take this back now? Like, you're talking all this shit through camp. Keep that same energy. So
would you ever respected it more if she just came up to you and was like, I don't actually like you, like to your face?
Oh yeah, no, because I don't like her right now, I'm like, we're about to fight each other this week.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Gillian over here, what's the experience in Philly been like? Have you done any bucket list items in the middle of all this championship fight camp?
I haven't had time to do anything at all. I actually flew out to Toronto for a little bit of a media tour on Monday, and my flight got canceled. So I didn't make it to Philly until yesterday, which was a little bit unexpected. So, haven't had time to do anything, really.
You have any bucket list things you want to do with the belt on Sunday, maybe?
I guess I haven't put too much thought into that yet.
And one more from me. Din Thomas is somebody who supported you and mentored you for a long time. How much would it mean to bring the belt back to him, and what's the biggest thing he's taught you along the way?
It's been since I was 15 years old. Dean and I have been working together, so I think it really is our belt more than anything else. He's molded me into the fighter that I am today, so it would mean the world for me to be able to win that for us.
Awesome. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Hey, Gillian. You did have a face-off with Mackenzie last night, though. Can you just tell us kind of what your takeaways from that were, and obviously getting to do it, on the famous Rocky steps?
I guess on the similar note of, I expected her to be a little bit more aggressive. She shook my hand twice, and it kind of threw me off, where I was like, thought we were talking shit.
You told me on Monday when we were in Toronto that you feel that belt's already yours to be able to see it, up close during that face-off. Does that just give you a little more of a boost?
I guess a little bit, but I feel like it's just another fight to me. It's still just that. It's just going in there and being able to have the opportunity to perform, and I just hope that I'm able to do that.
What are your expectations for the press conference tomorrow? I know you said you hope she talks a little trash. Are you thinking it might go a different way now, or how do you think it's going to go?
I guess I'm not really sure how it's going to go, but like I said, I'm keeping the same energy. I still don't like her.
Gillian over here. UFC put out a stat this week. You're tied with Amanda Nunes for most finishes amongst women MMA. What would it mean to get that finish this weekend and take that record?
Amanda has been my absolute idol through this sport. I feel like there is no woman that is better than her. So to be able to beat one of her records is really like, that's a big step for me. That's really what means a lot.
And then what kind of champion do you envision yourself being? Like very active with title defenses, interest in like 2 belts? What are your thoughts there?
I'm definitely want to be very active. I feel like I've always been very active through my career. And I don't think champs should move up until they clear out their division. So if I'm able to clear out my division, then I might move up. But at this time, it's staying in 115.
And then last one for me. I don't want to get like too far ahead of the fight or anything, but other than you right now, is there a clear number 1 contender in the division?
I guess that there's always a question mark over Wei Li right now to see where she's at. I think that with another win under her belt, Fatima's coming up, or Thayanara too. I'm like, they're girls who I'm definitely watching and looking at for the years coming up.
All right, you were talking about the long road you took to get here, right? And filled with losses, setbacks, and everything. With a loss, a setback, but especially watching all the other girls get a shot before you did, even though a lot of fans and yourself, I'm sure, felt you deserved a shot at that point. Any of that ever kind of maybe put doubt in your mind if you ever actually get to this point?
No, it's just been about the joy of the ride. I've just been having fun with it the whole time. I feel like one of the greatest lessons I've ever learned was literally as I was taking like the steps out of the octagon when I got TKO'd by Macy Barber. My coach, Dean, came up to me and he's like, it's over. And it's like you just have to realize that in those moments, it's over. There's nothing you can do about it. We move on to the next moment and we just keep pushing forward.
There you go. And you've known, I mean, we all know you're one of the best grapplers in the UFC, this without a doubt. But let's say you get in there, let's say you do go to the ground. Let's say you submit someone like Mackenzie Dern with the credentials that she has. Where does that rank for you? What would that rank for you personally, like as a grappler?
No, I think that would definitely be one of my top submissions in the UFC, especially. There is no one as credentialed in the UFC in BJJ as she is. So, and she's never been subbed before. So I think to get that like feather in my cap would be great.
And last one for me. You went on Saturday. Where would you, if you could, tell Dana, hey, I want to go here. Where would you want your first defense to be?
I'm obviously Canada is where I would love to have it. But if Wei Li's coming back, I'm down to go to Shanghai.
Hey, best of luck.
Thank you.
Gillian, over here. You're riding your longest win streak coming into your first title shot. What changed in your career to allow you to put all these wins together?
I think I just kind of found the right, mixture that I needed to make me feel confident and prepared walking in. Between my coach, Dean Thomas, and the goat shed, I feel like we found something good there.
Awesome. And obviously you guys have very high-level MMA grappling. Let's take away the punches, take away the kicks. If this was purely a jiu-jitsu only match, how do you think you would do against Mackenzie Dern?
No, I would give it to her, honestly. I think that if it is pure jiu-jitsu, I haven't trained pure jiu-jitsu since I got into the UFC. I've only been training jiu-jitsu with strikes. So even opening a closed guard, I don't really know how to without punching somebody in the face at this point. So if it was pure jiu-jitsu, I wouldn't be surprised if she had a little bit of an edge.
Awesome. Thank you.
I just want to know, representing Canada, what it's going to be like to potentially win the belt and be the first champ since GSP and represent both the new generation of men and women in Canada.
I feel like every time I hear it, it just feels unreal. To be Canada's first woman champ is just, I just don't feel like I'm that cool. I'm just doing this having fun. So to be able to say that I'm leading the MMA in Canada, I guess I don't think of it as that big, but it's definitely unreal to me.
What does it mean to you to have your title fight be on the co-main event of this card?
I think being on the co-main event of a card with Islam headlining it, who is the greatest right now, I think that it's just a great spot, a great opportunity, and hopefully a lot of eyes are going to be on the show.
And when you heard this fight was going to be held here in Philadelphia, what was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction was I heard the arena was going to be huge and the fans are crazy, and that's all I'm looking forward to. I love that energy.